Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Interception, bringing it back, all the way back. Touchdown, Gators!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Steamrolls his way ahead. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. He caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Under fire. He sacked. This defense all over him.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes a deep grab. Finally forced just out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
That's reeled in. It's Jacobs. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going.
Got a little grass. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football. Be physical. Get a big game.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing Mensah. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running inside. It's Pryor. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Unloads to the right. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it, and he can go with it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Miami!
And that is how you end a drive. That is what you want from your running back. Lower the boom. Lower your shoulders, wrap up that football, fall forward, and get into the end zone. That is how it's done.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is...
There's some room. Still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Might be changing the route. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
On the move from inside his own 20. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Hey, at this point in the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Making side adjustments here. Mensah. Fires left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. Here's a heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Bringing the heat. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Breaks the tackle. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. 3rd and 6 yards to go. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Trying to run, it's Fletcher. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Canes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes.
Just keeps moving. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Florida. Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Picks up the 1st down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. Going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. On target over the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Miami! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Tight end now in motion. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. As the Gators head for the locker room by the ones behind that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second.
Here's a little room there. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Under fire. Got a man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of...
Going to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough. left for a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. Mensah. He's going to let it go. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's a play that defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that
could be an alley. Ripping through the defense. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. The Gators are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to Ball. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Rams him with the stiff arm. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's got the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Ball. Just ran over. He smashes his way through again. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackle.
Maybe some room here. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here's a give the ball. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Rides the back and leaves him. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. Touchdown, Miami. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the...
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Gets it to him on the screen. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Wants to keep it in the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready.
Got room on the return. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Coming out with it, it's Mays. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, Canes! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Mays. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moving out of the pocket. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pryor. And he's dragged down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement.